Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Cardinal head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Dropping back, it's Warren. Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quick release by the QB.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down, because now you know I got to pass the football, I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
That's caught. It's Blackburn. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. The run inside. It's Ford.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yards.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They're marching the football down the field, but on that critical third down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That is a play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What a catch in the end zone for 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him.
Oh, and they blocked it. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ford. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Off-play action. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Makes the grab, it's Holt. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Runs through the tackle. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Holt. He'll work his way down to the 28. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. All by himself down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown Rebels.
And that is a defensive lineman's dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's looking to throw. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Warren. Under fire. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end now in motion. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. The snap sets up the throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Using his legs, it's Ford. There he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown Cardinal. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more snap coming before halftime. looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Buying some time. Gets the first himself. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Pocket breaking down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Still looking on the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pressure coming. On the move and looking. He'll get rid of it. Finds his man. It's Cook. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. There's a little room there. Got enough for the first. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the lone running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this team.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Warren. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in, it's Blackburn. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Makes a man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. The keeper on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 35. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Warren. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And this is a tough spot for this offense, man. They've got to create some explosive plays, and the defense knows it. They're backing up. They're playing really, really conservative. Man, you're down 2 scores. You got to find some plays over the middle of the field, wherever. You just got to chew up some grass and get in scoring position.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice.